When I was a child, my father used to tell me a story. A story is of how to live a life I want to live. Son, live the life that you will remember. I saw something in you, but I will let you to discover it out. That's what my father shared with me when I was a kid. And I live up with that sharing with my fathers until now. I always challenge myself to answer the question, who am I? What I want to do in the future. That question is easy said than done. Because throughout the 27 years that I have been through a lot of challenges. Whenever I want to do something, things will happen that prevent me to do it. For example, maybe I'm wearing that black shirt and delivering a speech, maybe it's not working. Or a lot of people in life having shared the same similar condition or procrastination that I have. When we're trying to do something and things get difficult, and we're trying to look in something to blame. At school, even I was studying at RMIT, sometimes when I have a low score, I blame the teachers. When I do some exercise with my friends and I lost the game, I said that my physical body is not strong enough. When I joined Toastmasters and I compete with some guys and I lost, the reason is his hands had more hands than me. I live with that all of the blamings and the skills all the time until I have a chance to watch a movie. And the sharing of the dad to his sons is shocking me and let me change the whole perception of my mind. It's about the boxer guys when he talked to his sons. The son is trying to blame him because of the miserable life that he got. And he said, son, let me tell you something you already know. The world today is not sunshine or rainbow. It will beat you until your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. There's no you or me or anybody can hit as hard as life. But it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how much you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how it is done. Okay, when I watch that videos, it's so overwhelming. And I realized that, okay, instead of blaming somebody, if I want to get something, instead of blaming him or her or anybody, I need to go out and get it. That's why I became a yes man. And then, okay, if you want me to do, I will do it. If anyone invited me to do something, yes, I would do it. I explore myself, trying to discover everything I can do. And I got exhausted. because I said yes too much. And at the time I realized, okay, yes, I need to be responsible for my life, but maybe not too much. Because sometime along the way, we lost track. We're trying to do things that people are expecting you to do. It's not really the things that you want to do. And at that time, I was lucky to realize the second lesson in my life. I feel tired, so I took a tour. The name of the tour called The Journey from Within. We go into Hibite Mountains. At the time when we trying to live slowly, peacefully, we eat slowly, try to appreciate the food. We even climb into the mountain, 2,570 steps, 3,000 walking on the forest, live with the month of one day. In the morning, with the beautiful landscapes, I start to sit down and have a reflection for myself. I realized that to have a meaningful life, it's not about how many things you do. It's about how much love you put in every single thing that you do. At that time, we even have a song that we call the 20 years old. Này các bạn ơi, đừng như con ngốc sông để lẻ loi, quanh năm tới tăm biết mặt trời là gì. At that time, the song inspired me a lot because it's sharing me that when we are young, we are powerful. We're trying to embrace everything in our life, embrace every second of our life. Này bạn ơi, chớ quên ta đang tuổi 20, chớ ru ta như là con ngốc đó, để có ước muốn giây phút trong cuộc đời này. Hãy cầm lấy từng phút giây, xin đừng đánh rơi tuổi 20. When the song's out, embrace every second of our life. Embrace every second, moment, every single thing and put your heart, put your love into it. It's not about how many things you do, it's about how much love you put into it. I beginning this speech with a song. Bác kể con nghe, my father told you. And I'm going to end this one with a challenge. Dear Toastmaster and guests, whenever you come on stage, I challenge you to be the best that you are. We don't really have to win the contest, but we need to fight with all our heart. We don't really have to win the contest, but we need to put the love in every single things that we do. If you agree with me, say yes! 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 One more time, yes! 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 You're the best, thank you.
Are we energetic after Linh Lê's speech? Yes, no?
Yes!
Fully energetic because of his speech. Why? Because he appeared very confident on the stage. He was very hilarious. He said that he got actually a dialogue between the father and the son. It was a theme throughout the speech. Hey son, do not do that. I have to do this. It will become better. If you not doing this, it will not become better. That's how the father normally talks to the son. So we all feel connected with him because of the situation he gives to us. And for his speech, he will use body language very effectively. He runs around the stage a lot. He's run here, run there, everywhere. Running is good. All of us need to have exercise, right? So everyone come on the stage and run. I need to do running more. And also, he got vocal variety very perfectly well. He talked with I think he got an American teacher, talk to American father, talk to the son who is famous. Do not do that, you do this. And he talked with the right accent, with authority. And I was sitting in my chair and looking at him and saying, yes, father, yes, father. He will be a very good dad. But lucky I don't have a son. I only have 2 daughters, so I don't have to technique. But also, he got very simple language. He connected all of us because of how simple the language is, how simple the story is. All he's delivered to us is stories, and story connect to human mind the best. From million years ago, we all talk to each other through stories. We don't have books to write, so story is the most effective way to do it. So my recommendation for him could be the purpose. His title was Who I Am. But after listening to his speech, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was. I thought, oh, that's an American football player who was. I know what the son was, the father was, but I didn't know who he was. So maybe even change the title of his speech to Who the son should be, who the father should be. Purpose of the speech will make us more connected to him, even stronger, after such powerful speech. But after listening to Linh Lê's speech, after humorous and the way he talked to us, I feel like I was sitting on a chair and I was stand up, want to do something immediately, right now. I want to change my life because of Linh Lê's speech.
Contest Chair, fellow Toastmaster and guests, after listening to Linh Lê's speech for an hour, did you feel that you want to take on the challenge? Be your best? I don't know about you, but I'm very inspired. And as he said, just do your best, doesn't matter if you win in a contest or not. Here I am in a contest, and I'm doing my best. Also, I love his message that he presented very well, was that, don't do many things, but put a lot of love and care into what you do. I concurred with him completely. Linh is a master of storytelling. Do you agree? his performance was outstanding. He used a lot of techniques, very high, very advanced techniques, from using songs, rhetoric questions, and leading us, from his opening, he led us smoothly into the body with a lot of supporting materials to enhance his message, and very clear structure. And I loved his language, very vivid. He described a lot of images that aroused my emotion and captured my imagination. Some areas for his improvement to make his great speech a greater speech. There are two areas. One is the pause, and the other is the eye contact. It would have been a greater impact if he could pause somehow during his speech, because he moved quite a lot. He used the space very well, but it would have been more impactful to let the audience to feel the power and to digest the information with pauses. Secondly, the eye contact. He did have some good eye contact, but it would have been better if he could also look at the back. I sat at the back, and I couldn't, some of the time I didn't feel the connection, because he looked more on the front here and there. So I suggest that because of the pause, then you could have the contact, right? And that, to go into the conclusion of his speech, was one of the most powerful element of his speech. And with that, if he had paused a lot more and in one kind of, calling and paused and looked, and then the next one, would you take on the challenge? Would you do this? Would you do that? Right? And it would have been even more impactful. But all in all, I could see the national champion of public speaking in Lynn's contest here.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters again. My honor to evaluate Mr. Lin's speech today. So I would like to start with the three things that I really liked from his speech. Firstly was his confidence. He appeared on the stage, he sang a song, and then he sang another two songs during his speech, and he was so confident. Also, the second thing is that his vocal variety, he controlled his voice really well, raise it up, bring it down, which brought him the ability to control the whole stage and also capture all the audience's attention. The third thing is that he created a really clear structure, a clear flow that makes us all easy to follow. It's just like a song that we all deep into it, and we will really enjoy it. There's another one thing that I genuinely appreciate from his speech, that I believe that we can all feel the enthusiasm. We can all feel the energy from his speech. I can also feel the energy and the sincerity. He was so eager to share his idea with all of us here. Sometimes I look at him and I was like, oh, he just looked like a child. He's just waiting for a really nice ice cream from his mom. And also, there's another three things that I would challenge him to work on for his next piece. First thing was that sometimes he was so eager, he was so enthusiastic that he left of his own job before the audience. So that is not really nice. That I very strongly recommend that he should keep a cool face, even if that was really humorous, so that the audience can laugh. And also sometimes he he didn't pause at the really right moment. That sometimes I was so hard to listen to him because it's like it's not the right time to pause, and I was like, okay, what was he talking about? And the last thing was that the title of the speech was "Who am I?" And then I keep hearing the message that put on your love in what you do, and I was like, okay, what's the relevant here? So maybe next time try to connect your title with the message that you want to present. So in conclusion, I really love his speech, and I wish him all the best for the next time.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and guests. YOLO. What does YOLO stand for? You only live once. And today, in Lingley speech, I could really feel the atmosphere of a youngster with the slogan, "You only live once," that is inspire all our younger generation in Vietnam. And I would like to say special thanks for Lingley for delivering such a wonderful speech. It's my honor today to evaluate Lingley's speech, and I will structure my speech based on 2 points: what I like about Lingley's speech and the points that can be further improved. There's a lot of points that to be liked about Lingley's speech. Firstly, he started his speech with a very strong opening with a song. How special is that? With a song, he managed to immediately capture the attention of the audience and then follow immediately by a conversation with his dad. So right from the start, we know that, oh, this is going to be a great speech, and then we are all ears in. And his, for the structure, is very well structured. There's 3 points. The points about how we normally blaming others, and then he agreed to do everything that is possible, and then put your heart into what you do. So the structure, the content is very clear. His delivery was excellent with his body language when he moved around the stage very confidently, and he captured the attention from all the audience with also his vocal variety with the 2 songs, one in English, the other one very special one in Vietnamese, and the voice of the father was excellent. And he also acted out all of the scenery that he put in his speech. So, excellently done. The conclusion is also very strong. It comes with, in which he summed up the whole speech, and also he moved to the next level of motivation. So we know that it's going to be inspirational because the atmosphere can be seen throughout the speech, in which he moved from one point and another point of improvement and another point of improvement. And he ended up to challenge and get the audience to commit to join the contest and put the hearts into it. Now, further point for improvement, there's 2 points that Lingley can improve in his speech. The first point is in the 3rd point in his speech, where he said he put the story of putting your heart into it, the journey with him. So my emotional self bought it. I could hear the song, I could really feel that he liked it and really put the heart into it. My logical self didn't buy it. So I would recommend that he actually give an example of how he put the heart into doing something and really feel it. So overall, and also one more point that he actually motivate the audience to join this content, maybe join the next content will be better. Overall, I really enjoyed the speech, and great job. Looking forward to the next one.